The prestigious career behind choosing Institute to serve the people of India through. Over to you, sir.
அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய அன்பான மாலை வணக்கம். I will initially start in Tamil and then I will move to English. இந்த நிரம்பி இருக்கக்கூடிய அரங்கத்துல இந்த அற்புதமான இந்த மாலை நேரத்துல கடினமாக உழைக்கக்கூடிய நம்முடைய வியாபாரி நண்பர்கள் எல்லோரும் கூட நேரத்தை ஒதுக்கி இங்கே வந்திருக்கின்றீர்கள். ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயத்தை பேசுவதற்காக வந்திருக்கின்றீர்கள். அதற்காக என்னுடைய நன்றியை உங்களுக்கு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். ஏன்னா நம்முடைய தலைமை விருந்தினராக இருக்கக்கூடிய சுனில்ஜி சிங்கி அவர்களுக்கு ஆங்கிலம் தெரியும் என்கின்ற காரணத்தினால நேரடியாக உங்களுடைய அனுமதியோடு நான் ஆங்கிலத்திற்கு சென்று விடுகின்றேன். ஏன்னா அவருக்கும் புரியணும், நம்ம சில நண்பர்கள் யாராச்சும் புரியாமல் இருந்தால் அவர்களுக்கும் புரிய வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக. சார், the friends who are sitting here, they represent the whole of Bharat. They come from different parts of our country at various points of time. Especially the state like Tamil Nadu is prosperous for a large number of reasons. One of the important reasons is, for the last 300 years, people from different parts of Bharat have decided to make Tamil Nadu as their home. Some of our biggest businessmen, some of our finest traders in Chennai and different parts of Tamil Nadu, their great-grandfathers, grandfathers and fathers, they chose to come to Tamil Nadu at different points of time. Even now, if you look at Tamil Nadu very, very carefully, the Saurashtra community which came to Tamil Nadu in different waves. 1000 years back, the first wave of Saurashtrians, they entered Tamil Nadu. 700 years back, the second wave, then multiple waves they came. When the great land of Gujarat was invaded by a lot of forces inimical to our country, the first wave of Saurashtrian community decided to move towards Tamil Nadu and to make Tamil Nadu their home. You go to places like Madurai, Dindigul, Salem, and the southern part of our state, Tamil Nadu, you could see a lot of Saurashtrians involved in creating a lot of opportunities for themselves and also for the growth of the state. Then a lot of our friends from Rajasthani community, from Gujarat, over the last 300 years they have come. Great-grandfathers, grandfathers, including their fathers. They have decided to make Tamil Nadu their home. That is very important, sir. They have decided to come to a new state, learn a language, get assimilated into the state's culture. Not only they have grown, but also they have made Tamil Nadu to grow. That is very important. So the state will always gratefully acknowledge all the wonderful people who are sitting here. And during my IPS time, 2011 batch, one of my batchmates, when I saw the name, it was written Kuldeep Jain Kumar. State Tamil Nadu, Cadre Karnataka. I was very curious. So day one, all of us were in Labasna, in Mussoorie. Then all of us were getting introduced to each other, people who came from Tamil Nadu, different parts of India. I asked Kuldeep Jain, brother, where are you from? Your state is written Tamil Nadu, where are you from? He said, I am a Tamilian. I said, where in Tamil Nadu? He said, I am from Saukarpet in Chennai. Both of us happened to go to the same cadre also, same batch, and we went to the same cadre, Karnataka. Then I asked him, who came first? He said, my grandfather came first to Chennai long time back. Then my father came. So I am a Tamilian as you are a Tamilian. I still remember the word when Kuldeep Jain in Labasna, Mussoorie, he was a great officer in Karnataka, he made a name for himself. He said, as you are a Tamilian, I am a Tamilian. But unfortunately, the politics of the state at different points of time, the 1960s and 70s, it always operated on the insider-outsider mindset. But anybody who knows the state's history will very well know this state welcomes everybody, this state treats everybody with respect. This state is an integral part of Bharat, and this state doesn't discriminate. So with this, I thought this should be my opening remarks for all the wonderful people who have come. Because of their hard work, Bharat is growing, Tamil Nadu is growing, Bharat will continue to grow and Tamil Nadu will continue to grow. So I take this opportunity to thank all the members who are sitting in this gathering for their hard work. With this, I take the opportunity to welcome the great man from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And normally for traders, time is money. For you, time is money. Every minute is money. And you are very busy. I know a lot of friends in trading community, they don't waste their time unnecessarily. They're either doing trading business, they don't even do chit chats, and they're very conscious about their time. Even a minute is money. But somebody deciding to come to the National Traders Welfare Board, deciding to be the chairman, deciding to travel half the time of 365 days, 160 to 165 days across the country to promote traders' welfare. Being a trader means he has chosen to give time to the community. That is very important. He can choose to keep the time to himself. He can try to be a big businessman, but he has decided that let me be part of this wonderful organization, contribute to its growth. For that, I thank our guest of honor, Sri Sunilji Singhji, for accepting to be the chairman of National Traders Welfare Board and continuing to be very active. I keep reading your meetings that happens once in a while in Delhi with the minister, with the DPIIT. In the Press Information Bureau, I keep reading the handouts that comes, the initiatives that you have taken, and the National Traders Welfare Board, how active it is. It is also unfortunate, in our state, Tamil Nadu, the chairman of the State Traders Welfare Board is our Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin Ayya. So like we have a national chairman of the board, the chairman of the state board is the Chief Minister. I still, even now, politicians who are not traders themselves, I really don't understand. It is the trading person who should come and sit there because he understands the problem of that community, he can get it sorted. And the Chief Minister who continues to be the State Traders Welfare Board, and neither he keeps it active and he has made it completely political, nor he participates in this kind of meetings where he should take it up with the central government, with the National Traders Welfare Board and get the job done. Unfortunately, even there politics is happening. I am sure in the coming days this will get rectified. Along with our guest of honor, the wonderful board members who are present in the stage, Sri Rajesh Ji Chandan, Sri Adesh Kumar Ji, Sri Satish Ji Chavan, all have come here. I take this opportunity to welcome them also. The Agra Trade President, Sri Sunil Ji Sharaf has come. I take the opportunity to welcome also. The M Circle President, Sri Ashish Ji Javer Ji has come. I take the opportunity to welcome sir also. When our guest of honor spoke, very beautifully illustrated what our government is doing and where we were and where we are and where we are going to be in the next 20-25 years. He gave a beautiful vision. And more importantly, he focused on vocal for local, which is very, very important, which is the most important thing. Right from COVID, after the PM has called for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Our Honorable Prime Minister is coming to Tamil Nadu on 27th of this month, sir. Prime Minister is doing two things on 27th, 26th evening. He is inaugurating the new Tuticorin airport. 27th is visiting Gangaikonda Cholapuram, which is in Ariyallur district. And this Gangaikonda Cholapuram is so important that is connected to what we are doing for vocal for local because 1000 years back, the great Rajendra Chola, after Rajaraja Chola, he decided to make Gangaikonda Cholapuram as capital. That is where the southern part of India was governed by a small city that he founded in Ariyallur district. That is where the trading happened. The Cholas were very active in trading. They went to Java, Sumatra, Kadaram in Malaysia. They went all the way to Ganges. Some history which is not very authentic at this point of time, the research is on, which says the Cholas even sent their forces into Gujarat when the Gajnis were trying to invade Gujarat. In fact, Amish Tripathi ji today, he got his book released by Mr. Rajinikanth today morning. In his new book, he traces Chola coming to Gujarat to side with the people of the northern part of India against the invasion that was happening. So the history is on, the copper plates are coming, the archaeology is coming. So Gangaikonda Cholapuram is so important because when those cities were thriving, India was the nation where trading was predominant. So once the Cholas lost power and many kings across our country, they lost power, late 1500 onwards, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the English, all those people started trading and using trade as a tool, they started colonizing the world. The map of India, the map of Bharat, and the trading map also got altered from the late 1500s till about 1900, 2000. Trade was used as a tool to colonize people. And the British who came here to only trade, for which different kings at various points of time, including the great Shivaji Maharaj, when they gave permission to the British only to trade in certain outposts right along the borders and the coast, how tactfully, carefully, strategically, these people started making inroads into our country, Bharat, making kings to fight against each other, finally conquering ourselves, and made sure this great Bharat, which was handling 23.4% of the world's GDP in the late 1700s. So we were handling 23.4% of the world's GDP in the late 1700s. There is this very famous historian called Angus Madison from Cambridge. He has documented the whole period. Now, from there, slowly we lost, and our share of the world trade has come as low as 1.6%. In about 300 years, India as a country was full of traders, spices, the germs, emeralds, minerals, agriculture products, cotton. In fact, they say, William Dalrymple in his new book, The Silk Road, he argues, the Romans using India's trade, they gave salary to their whole army. The Roman ships, for the whole army which conquered the whole of half of the world, at least at that point of time, only the ships which traded spices from India, only using that revenue, the Romans were able to pay salaries to their standing army. Because Romans at their peak, they had a standing army which was close to 3 million, 30 lakh. So all their salaries were paid only from the spices trade of our country. So this is always a trading country. This is a country that was always favorable to the traders. And this is a country that always respected the traders. From the Cholas, we can trace all the way back to different kings at different points of time in India's history. Now, we are again talking about traders' welfare. We are talking about India should be a trading country. At this point of time, the Honorable Commerce Minister talks $750 billion we are crossing in terms of goods and merchandise, the world trade. And every new year we are setting a new record. All the eminent people here in this gathering, you know, when we got independence, the combined Bharat, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, which was combined at that point of time, 13th August 1947, all of us were combined. 14th August, Pakistan got out. 1971, Bangladesh was in a different name. When we got independence, on that day, the combined Bharat was world's sixth largest economy. Combined Pakistan, India and Bangladesh, sixth world's largest economy. 1991, we became world's 16th largest economy. So from 1947, if you look, trace till 1991, from 6th, India went to world's 16th largest economy. Again, if you look at 1991, where we were, India had a foreign reserve. In 1991, when the crisis happened, our reserve was only $5.8 billion. The external debt was $72 billion. That was the lowest time for our country. Why? Because of faulty economic policy. Nehruji, right from day one when he was in the government from 52 when the elections happened, they're very clear India should not have a base of traders. They were operating on a socialist economic model following the 5-year plan of Russia, promoting big industries led by PSUs, and making sure small people cannot thrive in a sector. Red tapeism, bureaucracy, inspector Raj, somebody coming to your factory to inspect. Even to start a company, it took more than 6 months in the late 1970s. To close a company, it took more than a year. Even in 2014, when the Honorable PM Narendra Modi ji came to power, if you look at the ease of doing business report, in 2014, India was at 142nd position. Among the world countries, India was at 142nd. So even at 2014, it was so dark. If you look at the banking sector in 2014, it was such a bad shape. I have some data with me for the banks. Just before COVID, after 2014, when the government started rectifying, just pre-COVID, around 2014, 5 years before COVID, the private sector combined profit was at 42,000 crore. The PSU's combined loss total was 85,000 crore. If you look 2024, which is 10 years later, The private sector banks combined net profit is 1,78,000 crore. The PSU's net profit is 1,40,000 crore. From a negative 85,000 crore, we have gone to a positive 1,40,000 crore. So which means very clearly India is shifting into trading mode. Very, very clear that is. The number of SMEs that we have, which is getting registered on an increasing basis. As on July 30, 2024, if you look at the Udayam registration portal, the number of traders who are registered in the Udayam registration portal is 2,19,38,707 traders. That is again a record number, 2 crore and 19 lakh. Now naturally for the National Traders Welfare Board, the organization, it is important because now somebody has to take care of welfare of you, to represent you to the government, to make sure all their small critical issues get addressed on a timely basis. That is why I was extremely happy. Every Monday 3 to 4, a video conferencing is done by DPIIT under the Ministry of Commerce. Sometimes the minister himself personally monitors on many of the occasions. And any trader across the country can join the VC, can put forward this grievance where the chairman Saab himself is present, and then government on a real time every week. So just look at the previous era, Inspector Raj, Factory Raj, red tapeism, starting a company 6 months, closing a company 1 year. To a time in 2025, every week government is listening to you. Every Monday government is listening to you. Every Monday 3 to 4 people are looking at your issues, addressing it, trying to solve. So this shift is very, very clear that India will continue to respect its traders. India will continue to respect wealth. At one end of the spectrum, certain political parties say, no. Moment you allow traders to grow, when there is one Ambani, when there is one Adani, all the wealth gets concentrated in their hand. So the middle class suffers. If you look at the data, for a country like US to be a $30 trillion economy, they're having 10 Ambanis and 10 Adanis to reach 30 trillion. Now India, we want to reach 30 trillion. By 2033, we want to reach 10 trillion. In the immediate future, in the next 8 years, we want to hit 10 trillion. Now India as a country, we have started celebrating wealth. We have started to celebrate people who make wealth the honest way. That is why unicorns, which were hardly 4 in number, has touched 130, 2025 data if you look at it. So it is very, very important that India should celebrate its wealth. India should celebrate people who generate wealth, who pay taxes in a very honest way, and who help the economy to grow in a much more bigger and broader way. That is why this 2 crore 19,38,707 traders who are registered in Udayam registration portal, they need to be celebrated because they are creating wealth not only for themselves, for the economy and for the taxation purpose. How many of us know, in a tea shop if we go, political discussion is, Ambani has become big, Adani has become big, Birlas have become big, this and that. Now last year, the tax paid by Ambani's, the combined Reliance Industries group, to Government of India, the net tax they paid is 1,86,000 crore. One industry, the one Reliance Industry Group, they paid 1,86,000 crore. You all know the central government budget was 51 lakh crore. 1,86,000 crore means 4% of India's central budget is contributed by one company. 1,86,000 crore can fuel a lot of things that can happen in the country. Adani's, they paid roughly about 95,000 crore last year. So we are looking at an era in our country now, the big businesses, the small businesses becoming big. The small is becoming medium, medium is becoming big medium is becoming slightly bigger business. I think that we will see. In the next 10 years, we will see a lot of you sitting here will become big, and we want you to become big. And only when you become big, you will generate employment. Gone are the days when government generates employment. You have to generate employment. Keep trading as a big medium by which geopolitics can happen. Now the chairmans have touched some point. The whole geopolitics operates on trade. Look at Trump. Trump knows the preeminence of US as the number one country is numbered. It's just a matter of time. A country at 32, we simply say US is 32 trillion. But how many of us know, if you look at the purchasing power parity, PPP, India at a nominal GDP, we are at 4.19 trillion. The moment I put PPP there, India jumps to 15 trillion. So in terms of nominal GDP, we are number 4. There is US, there is China, then there is Japan, then there is Germany above us. Japan was still now above us. We have overtaken Japan. We are 4. But we have to understand, a trader will understand a vada pav in our country. If I go to US, it is 7 times costly. One lacha paratha eat in Chennai, if we go and eat in Los Angeles, it is 5 times costly. One sambar sadam I eat, if I go to California, it is at least 5 times costly. So, naturally, when we look at PPP, purchasing power parity of a basket of goods, then India is at 15 trillion now. We become the world's 3rd largest country. So the number 1 country continues to be US at 32 trillion. In purchasing power parity, China again continues to be at number 2 at 30 trillion. Just imagine, China nominal GDP is 17 trillion, in PPP is 30 trillion. India in nominal GDP is 4 trillion, in PPP we are at 15 trillion. So US knows China is fast catching up. US also knows India is fast catching up. And US also knows in the next 15 years, the world dynamics will change. So Trump wants to use geopolitics as an option now to stop the growth of China in a certain way. That is for the world to see in the next 10 years who will grow and who will not grow. Now, as we speak, the last available information we have, President Trump wants to impose 145% on Chinese goods, and China wants to impose back 125% on American goods. So there is an opportunity, there is a problem, both for us. The problem for us is, when you put so much tariff on China, so much tariff on Vietnam also, President Trump is also putting tariff on Vietnam, he is also putting tariff on round tripping, which means China is very close to Vietnam, the southern border. You can start a company in Vietnam. Now, if you look at the world market, why Vietnam suddenly has become so big? Because it is not Vietnam is growing. Many Chinese companies have factories in Vietnam and they use Vietnam as an opportunity to export out. So Trump wants to put tariff on that also. Now, where will all the China goods go? Suddenly so much tariff you put, and Trump wants to change the whole geopolitics. Where will China's goods go? China will find a way to bring all those goods into our country. They will use hook and crook to bring it in our country. If you look at the last available data, small things, big things they are controlling, we have started to control after Atmanirbhar Bharat. Toy industry is a classic case where toy imports have declined by 52% in the last 8 years. 52% toy as an industry where China was dominating the world. We have brought it down to 52%. And every year, data shows we are reducing our dependence on China. Every year, the number is coming down. But as we speak now, China supplies 95.8% of India's umbrella. China supplies 91.9% of artificial flowers and human hair articles. China supplies 59.7% of India's glassware. China supplies 54.3% of handbags. Even now, China supplies 52% of India's toy. It was as high as 80%. All those great people have brought it down to 52%. So this is the biggest threat that we as trading community we are going to face in the immediate future. Policies, yes, all containers cannot be inspected. China was using Bangladesh as a place where a lot of bunions and all the innerwears and a lot of cheap textile goods were flooded the Indian market. So industries like Tirupur in Tamil Nadu, they were suffering. Now, Trump tariff in a way is good for us because all this Vietnam, Bangladesh is taken care of the tariff and the traders will prosper. Herein is the opportunity where when we import 95.8% of India's umbrella from China, I see a great opportunity for a young person who has just finished a graduation and is just thinking what to do now. This is an opportunity for that young person to be a part of this 2 crore 19 lakh trading community, start businesses in our country, use geopolitics to the person's advantage, start using the government's policies of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Government can keep putting policies up. National Traders Welfare Board can keep endorsing it and fighting for it. But unless we create homegrown companies that can manufacture umbrella, that can manufacture artificial flowers, that can manufacture things with human hairs, that can manufacture glassware, unless an entrepreneur is ready to come out and start these businesses, what can the government can more do? So I'm very sure trading community as a group, you will encourage people to start companies and look at industries where a company can be immediately started, whereby the dependency on China can be brought down. So this is one thing I thought I should tell you this. I saw a recent survey which was conducted with a sample size of 39,000 people across 387 districts in our country. The 39,000 people in the sample have said, in the last 12 months, 38% have said consciously they did not buy any product that is made in China. The same 38% said a year back only 26% could say that, which means in the last 1 year, in this sample, 38% have said we didn't buy anything from China. 72% have said we brought at least one item from China. So from 26% it is climbing to 38. So there is an urgency that we do replacement products in our country. There is an urgency that we get into the low-hanging fruit, capture all this market, so that there is an entrepreneur who is there using this opportunity to the country's advantage. At the same time, the policies that Prime Minister is flying into UK next week and Maldives next week to sign the free trade agreement. Probably the FTA with UK would be signed next week when the Honorable PM enters UK. So that is one long pending FTA that will come. Then the still negotiations is on with respect to the Indo-US trade deal. We never know when it is going to come, but India is fighting very hard to make sure that America should not get a free run into India's agriculture market and other market. Our Piyush Goyal ji, our minister, led by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, will 100% make sure no harm will fall on any trading community in our country. So the American administration, including the President Mr. Trump, might not have this free pushover that he got with other countries in the last 15-20 days we have seen. So that will be an important geopolitics fulcrum. The Indo-UK will be a very important geopolitics fulcrum. The Atmanirbhar Bharat, very important. So you see, sir, how intelligent our PM is. 2019, he predicted all this will happen, pre-COVID. When all the countries in the world were willing to give out cash, handouts, bailouts. So in 2019, he said Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means he prepared our country in 2025 for what will come. Just imagine if the PM did not do Atmanirbhar Bharat. When he brought this vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat into our mindset, Panch Pran, every time he keeps improving on it further. Now we are prepared. We are prepared in 2025 to handle any geopolitical situation. So that is the greatness of our Honorable PM Narendra Modi ji, that he prepared our nation for anything that is going to happen so that we are battle ready. And our trading community will continue to prosper and we will make India as an economic growth engine for the whole world. Last but not the least, sir, before I want to end, the startups at this point of time in our country is 1,59,000 startups. Just a decade back, we were at 471. So startups are seeing a quantum jump every single year. But also startup tells a story because money will always grow where the growth is. Money will never look at ideology. Money will never look at north-south. Money will never look at Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat, UP. Money will see where there is an opportunity. It is also a painful story as a Tamilian. In the last 4 or 5 years, very specifically in the last decade or so, somehow Tamil Nadu as a state, we are losing our competitive advantage. And the politicians still don't understand in our state. They keep talking about glory, glory and glory. But money doesn't see glory. Money sees value. Money sees where there is an opportunity today. In the startup of 1,59,000, how many of us know Uttar Pradesh registered more startups than Tamil Nadu last year? Uttar Pradesh as a state have registered more startups than number of startups that is getting registered in our state. How many of us know Tamil Nadu has got 5 functional airports, but UP has got 11 functional airports. So states like UP are preparing themselves for the future. States like Gujarat are continuing to attract the next generation of industries, chip industry, artificial intelligence, gift city. They're getting ready for next 20-25 years where they need to go. States like Karnataka, including Bangalore, continues to be at the forefront. Cities like Pune are firing well. The NCR, the Noida continues to be India's economic growth engine. So Tamil Nadu, we are fast losing our competitive advantage. Our education is suffering. The quality of education at government schools is coming down. The educational output is coming down. The number of Tamil students we are sending into IITs, IIMs and civil services is coming down. The number of Tamil students who are starting a company in Chennai, in Coimbatore, in Tirupur, in Toothukudi, in Madurai is coming down. So 20 years from now, if you look at the economic map of our country, the economic map of our country might change. And many of you might know, the per capita GST collection is more in Haryana than Tamil Nadu. The chairman sir, when we spoke, he mentioned after the introduction of GST in 2017, July 1, every year is a record GST year. 2020-21, we collected net 11,37,000 crore. 2020-21. 24-25, we collected 22,08,000 crore. It's a record. And every month is a new record. This month to the previous year's sub month, April 2024 to April 2023, we are creating new record. Which means traders as a community, you are doing a lot of hard work. You are making sure the goods and services are reaching people efficiently. You are making sure the money is not moving in the parallel economy, the money is moving in the formal economy. You are also making sure the tax collection base is getting widened. States like Tamil Nadu are not battle ready. They are not getting ready for the future. That is what pains me. I hope and pray good politics will take precedence over the ugly division that is in Tamil Nadu politics of north, south, this and that, which is totally useless, doesn't even give you one paisa to anybody. It is only good to say in the mic, north, south, this and that. It is only good to speak in the mic, bashing people. As we speak now, the Honorable Minister Dharmendra Pradhanji was in Coimbatore 2 days back. He said, I want to visit a place where a lot of Oriya people are employed. I want to see. So we took him to a mill, which is one of the largest spinning mills in our country, just outside Tirupur, with a spindle, more than lakh spindles. They do a lot of brands. So when we went there were 23,000 employees inside the whole mills. There were 23,000. I was very surprised. Among the 23,000 employees in that mill, 11,000 came from Orissa alone. So 12,000, among the 12,000, close to about 6,000 were from parts of Jharkhand, Bihar. Roughly about 4,500 were from different parts of Tamil Nadu. I'm talking for 23,000 people, and 4,500 people are from different parts of Tamil Nadu. The rest coming from certain belt, which is Orissa, which is Jharkhand, which is Bihar. In the Tamil Nadu, the migrant registration board, we have a migrant board, which government of Tamil Nadu maintains. Any worker from outside Tamil Nadu into Tamil Nadu, the migrant board maintains database. The official number is 25 lakh. 25 lakh people from outside Tamil Nadu. Officially, they are working inside Tamil Nadu. But we all know unofficially the data is more than 60 lakh. Because not everybody registers every migrant who is coming in. So I keep telling my political friends, it is easy for us to take a mic and say, to call our North Indian friends by ugly names. Some politicians are very fond of here. And they say, some people coming from some part of India are fit to do only this, are fit to do only this, are fit to do only this. And some 10 people will clap. And they are very happy with the clap. They speak in the mic, they go. But how many of them know they're doing a great damage to the state by making the state unattractive for a North Indian brother and sister to come and invest in this state? How many of them know? It is easy to speak in a mic, get some clap and walk out of the stage. So we are making Tamil Nadu as an unattractive destination for a person from UP or a person from Bihar or a person from Orissa or a person from Gujarat to come and put money into the state. Because money doesn't see ideology, money sees value, money sees return. When UP starts growing, all our friends who have come from UP, brothers and sisters, will go back to UP. When Orissa, which is just taking off, all our friends from Orissa will start going back. Imagine this state 5 years from now. And you also know, sir, Tamil Nadu, my state, is on a declining population curve. So when the next census data comes, Tamil Nadu will have its population coming down from the previous census. Tamil Nadu is fast aging. We are 3 states in India which is aging fast. Kerala's population is also coming down. Our total fertility ratio has come down to 1.7. TFR is the number of children a woman gives birth to. When the TFR is at 2.1, birth and death is equal. So a woman has to give birth to 2.1 children. Tamil Nadu is 1.7. 1.7 means death is more than birth. 10 years from now, Tamil Nadu will no more be neither a producing state nor a consuming state. But the TFR of UP is at 2.7 now, which has continued to have a healthy population of 23 crore with a lot of young population. So our politicians in Tamil Nadu don't understand economics, don't understand demography, don't frame policies that will protect the state. I am very clear India has to grow. For India has to grow, Tamil Nadu has to grow. And Tamil Nadu has to maintain its competitive advantage. And Tamil Nadu has to have that welcome attitude for anybody coming from anybody. I told you, it's 1,000 years back. Tamil Nadu welcomes Saurashtrians. Tamil Nadu was probably, at that point of time, the borders were very different. Even now, 30% of Chennai speaks Telugu. You go to many border states, people speak Kannada. Half of Coimbatore speaks Malayalam. A state that is always cosmopolitan, a state that welcomes people from outside, suddenly the politics have made it as insider versus outside. It's a very sad state of affairs. That is why people like the chairman Saab should come often, talk to people. Tamil Nadu needs a unity where all of us are combined together. It doesn't matter where a person is born, as long as he accepts, this is my state, I want to live here. He's a Tamilian for me. It is as simple as that. It is a full stop. And there's no more argument further on who is Tamilian, who is not a Tamil. He's an Indian first, very clear. Then he's a Tamilian second. That is also very clear. And anybody who accepts this state is as good as a Tamilian as a person like me, who 7, 8, 10, 15 generations have born in this state. There should be no division per se after a person has come, hardworking person, paying tax, helping the state to grow, helping the country to grow. That needs to be broken, sir. That is why I felt very happy attending this event. I felt very happy meeting all my brothers and sisters here. So I think I'm able to present to you some challenges also. China challenge, the population challenge, the demographic challenge, India's growth challenge, the geopolitical challenge. And also the great opportunities that we are having now, from 4.19 trillion to where we are going to grow, the government policies and Atmanirbhar Bharat. So let us be very aware, we have challenges, let us also be aware we have opportunities. And a great mind always sees opportunities more than a challenge. And I am sure all the great minds here will continue to see the opportunities Bharat is giving to you. And you will continue to grow up and up and up. You will continue to be big. You will continue to generate more revenue, more profit, more tax for our country, and make our country to grow. With this opportunity, I thank all the people who are sitting in the stage, and very importantly, Rajesh G. Chandan, who was very instrumental in bringing all of us together. I'm so sorry, sir, the previous date that we couldn't match with the chairman Saab state, and we have to reschedule today. I'm also very happy that Chairman Saab took it in a good spirit. He was able to make up time for today for coming all the way here, and all the great people who are here, and also the media friends who have come. Thank you so much. Bharat Mata Ki.
Thank you, sir, for such a deep insight and being a true inspiration.